The Black Friday deals are here, so we're going to do some manual sourcing to see if we can find some profit. It's Alex with SellerAmp. Let's jump into some manual sourcing. All right, we're on Nike.com because there are so many deals going on right now. We're going to take a look at some of these. Look at up to 60% off shop Black Friday sale before they even happen. We can get an extra 25% off. So we're going to start there and see what products we can find. Now, just a quick tutorial. When you're on a site like this, right, we look at all these products that have the extra 25% off. We're going to right click, open it in a new tab so we can stay on the main search, right? We want to be able to get through these products as quick as possible. So we're going to stay on the main search here, and then we're going to go into the product that we opened up on a separate tab, and we're going to go to our SellerAmp extension in the top right, and then click that button. It's going to automatically paste the title of this product into Amazon and search any of the related products. So hopefully we find a direct match here on any of these products here. And we want to make sure we have the ones that are, given that extra 25% off. So it's not going to be every variation, right? But we want to make sure that the product we are searching for has that discount. So it looks like this variation and the white with the black Nike swoosh variation is the one. We want to make sure we have the right product, right? And some of these are going to have interesting titles, but if it's a direct match and it looks the same, doesn't hurt to look into it because you just might find the exact match inside the listing, even though it's not going to show up here. So obviously something caught this one's attention if it shows up the very first search. What we can see is it says Nike basketball, but it does look like an Air Force One. Usually when we click into the product and open it up, it's going to actually show a little bit more detail on what it actually is, not just a Nike basketball shoe. So we're going to open up this button here. This takes us to the Amazon listing for that product. So we're going to click this Amazon button here, and it's going to take us right to the Amazon listing that we want to search. So if you look through the variations, we don't actually see the same variation that is on sale on Nike. So we're going to skip through this listing and see if we can find any others that might be a direct match here. So we got a 55K rank. Looks like it's the Air Force One 07. So let's see if this one maybe has a direct match. And it actually looks like this is one specific listing. It's not a variation listing. So if we can't find the direct match, it's not the end of the world. We're actually just going to move on to another product because, again, tons of products here are discounted. So we're going to keep looking to see if we can find one profitably here. So we have this one here, 25% off. Some of these look really expensive still. So it doesn't hurt to just scan for a little bit. If you are unfamiliar with some of these products, maybe open up a few of them and just see, get a feel for what what products are even listed on Amazon. But 25% off on some of these might not be cheap enough. So let's keep looking. Maybe we'll find a shoe listing that gives us what we need here. So we see this Nike sweatshirt actually $26.97, extra 25% off. Let's open this one up. Let's open this one up and see if we can find some profit. All right, so we can see that it's currently discounted plus an extra 25% off, which is exactly what we want to see. And we can see that small, medium, and XL are available in this black color. And I think some sizes available in the gray as well. So again, we want to use the SellerAmp extension here. It's going to automatically search the title in Amazon and give us, hopefully a direct match here. So we can see that we have this club pullover hoodie, looks to be a direct match. Hopefully there's a black variation in here that we can look at. This one also is a match, but the rank is not very good. You can scroll and keep looking to see if there's any direct matches, but just make sure that the product looks solid. Some of these don't have a very good rank or is not the direct match. So it looks like this, really solid rank product is the direct match, and we should be able to find a variation. All right, we do see that there is a black variation, and we have the small, medium, and XL. So we'll look at all three and see if any of them are profitable. And we know most variations, especially in the neutral colors like black, gray, those are going to sell really fast in general. So we shouldn't have too many issues finding something that sells really fast here. So the small looks to be a little bit underpriced. So we want to go to the medium. Hopefully we find something that's a little bit higher, because with the 26.97 and then a 25% off, we can do the calculation quick to see if that gets us enough profit here. So the medium also looks to be a little bit too cheap. So let's take a look at the XL. If we get a little bit higher than that $32 buy, than that $32. All right, so we see $39.99, and we want to make sure we have the right price in here. So $26.97 multiplied, right? We can use this as a calculator, multiply that by 0.75. That gives us the 25% discount. We're looking at $20.23, only a $4 profit, 22% ROI. Not quite what we're looking at, but it's very close. And if maybe Black Friday, we get a little bit more of a discount, maybe the base price goes down to 50%. And then we get an extra 10%, right? So if we wanted to see how much that would get us, now we're looking at a 35%, $6. It's in our wheelhouse here. So what we can do is actually, if you have a couple different, also if you have a couple different Google Sheets, I have a couple different ones, a seasonal one, for example, that we would want to use for Black Friday purposes. So we're going to put it on the list. And then once Black Friday actually comes around, we can double check to see if we can get this a little bit cheaper, than our $18. And then this is a definite purchase. So we're close on this one, but not quite. So let's keep looking. Again, the Heather Gray does have the small available, so it doesn't hurt to check if that one is available and profitable as well. All right, what do you know? So we have $44.99, right? That $24.97 multiplied by the 0.75, that gives us our 25% discount. So now we're looking at $18.73. Awesome. Look at that. $8 profit, 46% ROI. That's great for clothing, because even with returns, that's still giving us a decent amount of margin. And, this variation and, this whole listing sells really quickly. So already in the first, one or two products that we've searched, we found something profitable. So let's keep digging, because I know there's going to be a ton more sales for us to look at. And hopefully, so this would be something that I would purchase, right? And then I would add to my sheet with needs coupon, because we had the 25% off. And then here I would also write in 25% discount code. And then in the note section, I would write 25% discount code, save that, so I know exactly how I got that price. Because if you don't really understand how you got this $18 price, if it just was, you're assuming that the price was at $18 without any discounts, or you don't remember what kind of discount was available, then you will be lost and not really understand why you purchased this in the first place. So having all that context really helps. And, SellerAmp gives you a really good option for, making sure you record all of that information so you know what your leads are. So awesome. We found one product here. Let's keep moving and see if we can find any other good leads here. So again, we want to make sure that we have the discounts. And what is nice about Nike is actually you can hover over the variations and it will tell you if the discount applies to those specific variations. So unfortunately, we can't do the right click method where we open SellerAmp search, because we can't click on the title, because when we hover it, it shows the variations. but it's really easy to right click, open the link in new list, open the product in a new page, and then we are able to look at the listing there with SellerAmp. So all right, so this one is a specific color that's on sale, right? Some of these are still full price with the 25% off. This one, I'm not sure I've seen this variation before, so we'll not open that one, but let's keep looking to see if we can find anything. So we like when we can see that the neutral colors of something are included in that 25% discount. So let's open this in a new link and see if we can find a direct match here. So we already have a 19% off on the purchase price. So we already have a 19% off on the purchase price. Plus, we can add the 25% off. And we have large and XL, which are pretty common sizes for adults. So hopefully we can find the direct match on Amazon, and then we're able to find this profitably as well. So hopefully we can find the direct match on Amazon and then buy this profitably. So we can see, all right, 170K, not great. But again, we're worried about the most common variations, which is, the black color along with like a large or an XL. That's very common. So if we find those at the top of the variation list, this might actually be something worth purchasing. So let's open up the Amazon listing. So right away, we're going to sort by the large because we know that that's the size we have available to purchase. You don't want to be looking at, mediums or 3Xs because we can't purchase those. So if you waste time looking at that data, you're not going to be able to purchase anyway. So, why waste time on that when you want to be as efficient as possible with your time? So we have a price of $57.97 with the 25% off. So this one might not, $57.97. So we're getting this basically for a $43 buy box. So we're getting this basically for a $43 purchase price. We got to be way lower than that. So unless the XL has a super high buy box, then I don't think that we're going to find this product profitably. But let's just take a look just to be safe. So we have the XL. We do have the small available as well. So maybe we can quick check that and see if we can get that profitably. But again, this is just a little bit too low of a sale price. So one more time, we'll look at the small. And if we can't find this profitably enough or the buy box isn't high enough, then maybe we will move on. But what do you know? $99 buy box. That is wild. And there's only 3 sellers on this listing. So that's a really good sign that there's going to be low competition. And hopefully we can get this price because, not a lot of other sellers are, dropping that price for us. So what was that cost again? We have $57.97 multiplied by 0.75. That gets us a 25% discount. And we're getting this for a whopping $29 profit, 68% ROI. Again, this is a little bit lower rank. So depending on how deep you want to buy on this product, I'm not going to go 30, 40 deep on something like this, but it's definitely worth a test buy or at least a purchase of, up to 10 units because you're going to make almost $30 each product here. If we scroll down, we can see that the variation, if we scroll down to the chart, we can actually see the Keep It chart here is a pretty steady price. It does drop down to $76, in the past, but even at $76, we're still making $9 profit and a 22% ROI. So it's currently at 97. It's currently at 99, but if the price were to drop, we're still not going to lose money on a product like this. So that's a really good sign that we should be picking this up because even at the worst case scenario of $76, we're still making money. Awesome. So already, we're not even through the first 20 products on Nike.com and we found some really good profitable leads. So let's keep looking for 1 or 2 more and see if we can, get you guys a little bit more profit before we end the video here. So let's keep scrolling. Again, maybe we can find a shoe listing. Might be a little bit trickier with the variations. They have to be, one of the top selling variations. So that's one thing that we have to be careful about here. So we have this one here, 25% off at $100. Here's more Air Force Ones, and these are men's, so that's a good sign. Okay, let's just take a look at this. This is a men's shoe as well, so let's just see if maybe we can find this profitably. So we have $84.97 on the red. If we have the black, it's full price, but we still get the 25% off, so $105. All right, so let's open the SellerAmp extension to see if we can find this profitably. Hopefully we can find at least a match on the listing. And right here, we can see it says Nike basketball shoe, but it is definitely the mid blazer in that exact size, in that exact color that we want here. In that exact color that we want. That price is a little bit low, but maybe we can find a different variation that has a higher buy box so we can get it profitably. All right, so let's take a look, see if we can get this profitably. It's going to be tough because, these buy box prices are a little low compared to what it's actually selling for on Nike. But with the discount, we might have a chance at finding this profitably here. So we can see a size 9.5 gets us $128 buy box, pretty high. But let's see what the discount gets us. We're at 105 here. So we have 105 times the 0.75. We have 105 times the 0.75 puts us at a $78 buy cost. We need to be at 75, only a 25% ROI, $19 profit, which isn't horrible, but with returns, it's a little bit risky buying, a product that only gets us a 25% ROI, because if we get a return that is dirty and we can't resell it, we basically lose out on $78. Well, how many of these do we need to sell to make back our $78 that we lost on the one return, right? That doesn't mean that's only getting one returned. If we get multiple returns, then we're in the hole even further. So that's why we want to pick a little bit higher ROI items on shoes, just to be safe, so we're not missing out on a bunch of profit if the product does get returned. So again, it's going to be a little bit tricky to get that price any lower. If we found maybe some of the other variations, we might have a chance. Like this is $84. Like this color is $84 with the 25% off, but that red just doesn't sell quite quick enough for what we're looking at. So let's skip this product and move on to try to find maybe one more reasonable product. We have found a ton of profit already in this video, but let's keep searching just to see if we can find maybe one more shoe that gets us a little bit closer. So we have a Nike Revolution 5 here. That's interesting. And it's the main color that we want, 25% off. We do see full price, which might be a little tricky to get around, but it doesn't hurt to look into it. So let's open up the SellerAmp extension. There's a lot of sizes available, which is really good, especially the common ones for women. Those common ones are, 7 to 10 basically is the most common. So we want to make sure we have the Revolution 5 here, but it's a really bad rank. And then we can keep scrolling. We see this one looks like a Revolution 5. It doesn't say that. It says women's stroke running. But sometimes when you look into the actual product, that actually says somewhere that it is the Revolution 5 or the 6 or whatever it is. So we want to make sure we do have the direct match before looking into it too much. So we can see SellerAmp does tell us that it is a Revolution 5, and it looks to be the exact color match. So that's a good sign for us. And we see that the sale price, $104, max cost $60. So already the max cost we matched without the discount. So this one's going to be super profitable. Let's take a look at what size we should be buying, right? Again, I said the 7, the 8s, and the 9s are going to be the most common. So let's take a look at, say, the size 8. All right, we can open up the listing. We see that, size 10, there's no buy box featured currently, but $69 might be right around the max we can get for this product. So a $37 cost, we're going to get that might be a little bit tricky to achieve. So we'll do the $60. So we'll do the $60 multiplied by our discount, and only puts us at a $45 max cost, $3 profit, 7% ROI, just a little bit too low. Listing definitely sells really well, and there's a ton of different variations. But again, those neutral colors, the blacks, the whites, the grays are going to sell the quickest. And then again, for women's sizes, 7 through 10 is basically going to be usually the fastest selling variation. So probably not going to pick these up. If we were able to get a little bit bigger of a discount, maybe we were able to get another 10% off during the actual Black Friday or Cyber Monday, then we're looking a little bit closer, but again, still not quite there. So this product is a no for me. All right, let's look for one more product here. We see these Nike pants, $65, but we got the discount. So let's just take a look. This will be our last product here. Hopefully we can get some profit out of it, but it looks like all of these sizes, but it looks like all the colors are on sale. So hopefully we can find something. Let's open up our SellerAmp. Let's open up our SellerAmp extension, see what we can find here. So we have Nike Thermo pants. Here looks like the Thermo jogger pant. This looks to be a jogger. So hopefully this is actually open hems, but also the picture looks like open hems. So we'll just keep that in mind when reviewing the listing here. The tapered leg is more of the jogger look, but maybe if the picture matches, it's definitely something to look into. So we're going to look at the black variations, and hopefully we can get this down to around the $40 range because I don't foresee this being super expensive. 52, not even close. All right, hopefully we can end on a good one. Let's check out these shoes here. Looks like they're on a little bit of a discount plus the 25% off. So hopefully we can find something profitable here. We got we have three different colors. So hopefully that is enough to find something profitable here. We got this little bit of a discount, like I said, with the 25% off. This is a Flex Control 4 men's sneaker, really solid rank. $37 max cost might be a little bit tough to achieve, but we're going to try it anyway. This is the TR3. Okay, so we want the 4. So we have to keep searching to see if there is a, TR4 direct match here. So hopefully we can get the exact match. Otherwise, we'll have to keep moving on. And sometimes, right, you just can't find this exact match here. So, and we just want to also double check sometimes when there isn't the direct match showing up, double check that the title is added correctly. Again, we see Nike.com on the back of it. So maybe deleting that will actually get us a little bit better search results. Okay, so we still see the TR3. We want to see that, Flex Control 4. We want to see the 4 in there. It doesn't look like that's on Amazon, or at least we're not finding it here. So let's keep moving on to see if we can actually end on a product that we can look into. So let's keep searching here. We have some slides. Let's take a look at this here. Doesn't hurt, even though sandals are kind of going out of season. Anything goes when it's, becomes to Black Friday and Christmas gifts. People are purchasing any kind of gifts. So sandals work as well. All right, so we already have this product discounted, plus we get the 25% off. Let's see if we can find this product on Amazon. All right, looks like we do have a direct match. The rank isn't amazing, again, but sandals are going to sell no matter what. Max cost might be able to get that low, not quite, but let's just see if we can find ones that are a little bit more expensive than the $31. So unfortunately, it looks like we are only able to purchase the 10 here. This is the this listing does not have any variations. So if we're looking at that 1997 multiplied by 0.75, we're only going to get down to $15, which is a little bit low on the ROI, especially for a shoe, right? Some of these things get returned often. So don't want to take the risk here in buying 19 or $3 profits. So glad we were able to find some really good leads in the beginning. Go back and watch and see how we were able to find these, because I'm super glad we were able to find some good leads in the beginning. Definitely tons of profit to be made this time of year. So go out, do some manual sourcing with SellerAmp and see what you can find. Good luck.